Hello friends, welcome back to my today's lessons of tenses. So in today's lesson, we are going to start into a new tense, and it will be that is past perfect continuous tense, or which also be called past perfect progressive tense. Okay, and it's the first lesson of this tense. And in today's lesson with this tense, today we will get know about this tense, and today we will see the overview of this tense, that is how it works. Okay, what are the other rules, what are the other reasons behind this tense. We will get all the settings of this tense and systems by watching in today's first lesson of this tense. Okay, so no more talking, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, we can start from here. As you know, that is past perfect continuous. As you know, past means that is something happened. Okay, something happened in the past, and perfect means something had already happened in the past. And continuous or progressive means something had continued in the past. And all everything was happened in the past. Okay, and we have already understand how it's working as well. So let's see the timeline by explaining these two examples. By this, according to this, you can understand the meaning of the past perfect continuous tense, which is also called past perfect for progressive tense. So here, see the timeline here. So imagine that here it is the imagined timeline, and imagine that that is it's 11 o'clock, and let's see it's imagine right now. Okay, so here we can see our timeline, and we can see the two x, okay, at axis, and these two x's are the past timeline. So from these x to the second x, we can understand that is any kinds of incidents or something else had happened. Okay, had continued. Okay, something happened and it had been happening in past, which is in past. So on that time, we can say like this. We can say like this. So let's see the one of the example here. Most of the examples are provided by past perfect continuous tense. So let's see the first example. I had been living in Bogura. So here in the past, this incident had been continued. Okay, so I had been living in Bogura. Okay, so here how it works. It had been happening, and it was my living place. I have been continuing for my living there. Okay, and it was my living place. But sometimes past perfect continuous tense also works like this. For example, that is imagine that is we can drop this x. Okay, so something or it has been happening in the past. Okay, before I moved to Dhaka. So for example, that is before I moved to Dhaka, it has been happening. Before I have been living in Bogura. So here in the second x, we have to imagine that is we moved in Dhaka, but before that we had been living in Bogura. Okay, so this x, we had been living in Bogura, which indicates a continued, okay, a continued action. So for example, we have already understood I had been living in Bogura before I moved to Dhaka. So before moving to Dhaka, my living place was Bogura, and where I lived there. So we can say this and we can transform it into the past perfect continuous tense. I had been living in Bogura before I moved to Dhaka. Okay, so we have already got our answer, what is called past perfect continuous tense. Okay, past perfect continuous tense means that is something or some incidents had been happening in the past time. Okay, and sometimes it is connected to the present a little bit, but all the actions has been happened, okay, and has been continued in the past. So we have to say this with past perfect continuous tense. So let's see the examples and let's see the chart. So here we have taken many types of subjects, okay, for I, you, we, they, etc. Then we have to add the had been, and then we have to take the verb and add the ing here. For example, like this, and here there's also one point I want to share with you. During this, okay, during this period, there won't be change anything with he, she, it. Okay, it will be the same thing with had been, just like I, you, we, they. I hope you get it. So let's see. I had been leaving. I had been working. I had been saving. Okay, you if you want, you can make a big sentence like this. I had been saving. I had been saving before I moved to class 6. You can say like this. We had been working toward school while while talking to our mother. Okay, so we can say like this. He had been saving, he had been playing, she had been writing an essay before she slept. So here we have already understand the initial concepts of past perfect continuous tense, and which is our today's video. So if you enjoy our video, just like, share, and subscribe our video. And see you in the next video, everyone. And bye for now.